My name is Sarah Henson. I'm 24 years old, and I'm from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and this is my story. One week before my 17th birthday, my friend Valerie and I decided to go to a concert. This was one of our favorite bands playing, and we weren't technically allowed by our parents to go. We weren't allowed to listen to secular music. But we told our parents that we were spending the night at each other's houses and we were just gonna go to this concert. At the concert, we met two girls that told us about this party that was going on afterwards and how there was gonna be alcohol and that we were gonna have a good time. So we decided to make time of our life and went to this concert. And then we went to the party afterwards. At the party, there was a lot of alcohol. Everyone was drinking and just partying it up, and we got so drunk that I remember feeling really sick, and I couldn't hold it in anymore, so I ran to the bathroom. I just remember going in and out of consciousness, and this moment would just change my life forever. I remember saying, "No, please stop. I'm a virgin. I don't want this." And he continued to force himself on me. When I was 16 years old, I was raped and my virginity was taken from me. I felt everything I'd ever known come crashing down on me, and I had idolized my virginity so much that I'd made it my God, that I wanted to give it to my future husband when I got married, but I didn't. Now it was taken from me. I had nothing to offer him. Everything was gone, and I just disrespected myself. I hated myself for it. Everything started to crash around me. I started to spin into a whirlwind of sin and was just not obeying the Lord at all because I had no respect for myself. The first halt in my life would come when I'd get pregnant at 19 years old and come to have a miscarriage. And then exactly a year later, I'd get pregnant again. This time it was more complicated. There were 4 possible fathers, and I didn't know which one it could be. I knew that at that moment that there was no way I was going to be able to have an abortion mentally or physically. I couldn't handle it. God intervened in my life at that moment by just giving me an overwhelming amount of peace that I can't even describe, that I was able to feel at that moment that everything was going to be okay. I had my daughter, and she is the most amazing thing. I didn't think anything that I was doing was wrong. Everything would lead me to move to Texas, where I would start my life over. I wanted to give my daughter a different life. It started with underground, and I saw the flyer to go to underground, and at first I was very hesitant to going. I didn't know anybody in Houston. And I thought, well, okay, I guess I'll go. So I went by myself first time, and I started reevaluating everything throughout my life, and started to understand that what it was exactly God wanted me here for, why I was still here. Because through everything that I had been through, I knew there still had to be a reason for this story. I got baptized, And that's when it seemed to completely flip upside down, because I knew that at that moment, I could no longer live the way I wanted to live. So I started coming to Underground more and was able to get involved in a small group. And I really think that the small group, Rooted, was what really helped with just understanding the Lord more, and just everyone there was so kind, and I was able to just feel comfort in everything. We were all struggling with the same things. I didn't feel like an outcast. My story proves that there is no low of low that God can't reach to you and pull you out of. He can work through anything and bring you up and make you shine. If I could tell you one thing, it would be that God transforms lives and He can make you a new creation just like He did me.